Yeah, welcome back, guys. It's your boy Diko Graphic. So I'm here with another cool, amazing video on party flyer. There's one tricks I want you to learn here. So the party flyer is all about a new effort. That's a top of a new effort which you are going to learn here using your Canva. And as you can see, I'm in Canva. So this is a Canva template. This is how it look like. So step by step, so I'm going to show you how you can achieve that. So we are still using an external resources on how to come up with a particular design here. But the beauty of it is how we are going to make all our things to be a new form that will make the design attracting and presentable. So without wasting much of our time, let's get started. Click on plus sign and click on customize size. Then you set your uh, background size to square size. That is 120 by 120 pixel. Are you getting it? We have different size here in millimeter, centimeter, but I want to use pixel. Then create design. So after clicking that, then you wait for a little seconds for it to load. After loading, then your background or size along with the setting we set up, then you look at it. Now it asks me, taking me to template or element, which one am I going? But I don't want to use any template here. I want to use upload my own. So go to the upload, then we're going to upload all these elements one after the other. So I'm uploading them one after the other, uploading all the elements because I've made research on it. So I've already get all the elements already. So I have all the elements and I've thought about it. I've done my own research. So now I have my background. Let me select the background, which is one of the first thing I will do. Don't forget, you lock your work as you are done. So I'm locking this. So after that, we'll be able to go back to the gallery. Then what are we importing now? Let's use the triangle with new effort. So we import that one. Then at the end of the day, what are we doing? We are going to the locking area, follow the routing. Then we'll have it lock. Now, which one I will bring in next? Let's bring this particular something that look like this flower. Then we'll position it here. We'll follow the normal routine. Make sure that we lock it. Now we are going back to importation. So once to import what again? We are importing this, then we have to send it to the back to make it awesome. So I've cut out this shape. Then one thing I want to do now is to go to the position, send it to the back. So is this awesome? No, 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 no. So one thing I still need to do is that after clicking yes, I will unlock it. Then I need to send this to the back as well. So I don't need it here. So this will go to the back. You getting it? Go to the back. Sorry. So send this to the back. So after sending it, it requires something. Are you getting it? So we have this. So let's send this to the front. Are you getting it? Let's send the position. So forward. Okay, we have this forward, right? So after having that, we can go and lock this so that our hand will not be touching. So which one still remain that we need to deal with? So we have this. Let me send this to the back. I'm coming. Let rearrange it again. So let rearrange. Okay. So now that we have this, we lock it. So let rearrange. This one should follow. So I want something that will serve as a cuff. Will be behind this particular image. So that's why the cuff was selected here. Then you can go here. Let go to I want to select something. Let's select this flower. So it has to be here. So after being here, then we can bring other elements. We lock it as well. So before that, we can do something by searching for element. So let's look at a triangle, new triangle. Whether we can see triangle. So let's search. So you can see them. You see where I saw got this. So you can use any of your choice, right? And you can use already mid one. You understand. So we have a lot of new effect here. So you can choose any one you want, depending on the color you want. So for instance, the one I selected is this one. I choose this. This one is what I choose. So you can see the different ones. So you can come up with your own in a different dimension, which have another. This is the type I would use. So you can have an access to any you actually wanted from here. So and that is where I got the new effect. But since I have it already, I don't want to be looking for that, and that will not be wasting our time. So I will select it, then I will have it lock as well. So after that, the next thing is to go to selecting the image I want to use. So the image was selected here too. So I just ransacked and I got out the image which I want to use. Then I can have it lock as well. Are you getting it? I just the motive behind this design is was that I want everything to look have a kind of a form of neo, so that neon will be able to make it radiating and more presentable. So after dropping the whole thing, then the next thing I want to do is to just go into the text area. So the text area. So I'm going to the text area. Then we have a deluxe. So let's say we have subheading. So we edit it. Then we have only nightclub. Now we have only nightclub. We can click OK. Sorry. So we can click OK. So we'll go to the font. So which type of font are we going to go for at this situation? So we want to use let's use open source. So we can use an open source at this level, and we can use other font that could be of interest to us. So I prefer to use an open source. So let's say source, open source. So I think we've seen an open source board. So this should go along with it, right? So now we've selected the font. We now cancel from here. So now we've selected it. Then we can go to the bold area where we bold it. Then we'll go to the tab. So you can see we'll now reduce the size a little bit, as you can see. So after reducing the size, then we can reduce the size more. Then after that, we can go to the effect. So effect here, this is where we select the new effect. Are you getting it? So we have a new effect. Sorry, the new effect you can see. So here we can now look for intensity, how we want it to be. Are you getting it? So the color we are going to give the new effect, we are going to choose a color. So the color, we can use our color picker. So from here, we use a color picker to pick the color from here. So I haven't tapped that color. Okay, okay. So we can pick a color from here. You see, perfect. So since we have the color being picked from here, so we don't have any we don't have any issue. So now we have a color for our new vet. Then another thing is we can now increase this. Let's go to the effect. So we want to use a new the shape. Okay, this is okay. So we can use this. Let's click here, then we select it to 100. So we have this 100. Let's look at others. um we have effect again, then we click on it. So we have this. Okay, this is cool, right? So now the next thing we're going to do, we doesn't need an effect, we need a shape. So you can go back to the element. Now search a shape. So we have a shape. So you search a shape. So a shape that we need to be kind of a rectangle or line. So let me say line shape, whether we can see something of that nature. We look at that. So I didn't see anything that look like this. So it's better to use. But I see something very specular to that, which I'm going to use later. So this is okay, right? So but the next thing we're going to do now is we don't need anything like line shape. We need an ordinary shape, then we select this. So we're going to crop the shape by ourselves. Are you getting it? So I'm going to bring this one in a little bit, bring it in a little bit. Then after bringing it in, so we're going to position this here like this. So now we have this, right? We go to the color, then we have a color white. So after having a color white, then we click OK. So from here now, we can move all our design to wherever we want to move it to. So by following the notch, so now we'll move it to this particular area. So this one will make it faster. Okay, cool. So the next thing we can do at this junction is to just we click on this area, then we'll have a copy. So this one make it to be okay. You can now, sorry, after position it like this, then you can now paste. After paste, you can now move it to this area. Now click OK. You see everything is what? Everything is awesome. So now we can go to the text area where we use a very, because it's a party, so we have to make this one to be obvious based on the hierarchy. So now after typing, sorry, we're just going to the heading. So under the heading, we have this one deleted, then we have party. So which font can we use that will make this one stand out? So once you use not size, we use a font called Bibas font. So we have a font called Bibas font, and that is what I like about Canva. Canva give you what? Canva give you the resources without stretching yourself. So you have your own resources at the at the tips of your finger. So now you can see we have this one being played. So I want to increase it up a bit. Okay, fine, perfect. So now that we have this, I will change this color. I will change it to white. Are you getting it? Then we are going to use a new effect in this area to make it look awesome. So go to the effect, then you go to the new effect. So we use this. Then we increase the color. So after increasing the color, we can go to the image. Then we'll go to the color now. We can change the color to this. Then you can see the magic. So now we send this to the back. So you go to the position, then you send it to the back, front, backward. Let's see the backward. Okay, so we see backward, back. It doesn't work, right? So we can say front. Then what we're going to do next will be like this particular image. You look at this image, okay? You see this image. We are going to um go to the position, then we'll bring it forward. We'll bring it to the front. Very good. Then you can see that we've sent that to the back, right? So after that, don't forget, go to the lock, then you lock it. So we'll make sure that we lock that. Now, the other thing that we need to do is that this write-up, something like this, we need to go to the text area where we have subheading. Then we are going to have the date. So we're going to edit this to, let's say, Saturday. You can see, right? So we'll bring this one down where we have the date will be 23 October. We say October, then we'll put full stop. Then we go down like this. We go to the font area. We select a font that we used before. So let's select or which other font can we use that will be okay. So let's use an open source like the first one we use, open source. So after getting the open source semi-bold, then we can close this area. We'll go to the board, we bold as usual. Then this is where we do a little work, right? So here that we have this, the space in between that text should be closed and we reduce the size. What about the alignment? It needs to be properly addressed here. So I don't want to center. What can we do? I don't want to center that. Okay, the format. So let it come from the left. That is the beauty of it. So now we have to reduce this a little bit. So what can we do? So we need to go to the text size. Then we'll have this to be reduced very well. So after reducing it, we are going back to the space. So we're going to space it. So we'll space this small, then we'll space this. Very cool. So after that, the next thing we're going to do is to just go to the effort. Let's check the effect. Then we choose new. You can see, right? So we increase the size and we'll make it uniform, or we can decide that, but it has to be aligned. So we can't jump the protocol. So now as it is, what I'm thinking we should do is that we'll make the color to be the same, right? So which is okay. The intensity should be fine by this. So now that we have the whole result with us, we can copy, we paste, then we drag to this left. So this should be outside, right? Still work. So we have to edit this one after bringing it to that area where this one is going to be deleted, as you can see. After deleting them, then we'll have a guest, or let's make this one to be, okay, let me get to be small letter. So let's say guest star, okay, then we'll put DJ Diko. So we'll have DJ Diko. So you can see this, right? So the only thing we need to do to this particular area is that where are we selecting it to? The format. So let it be alignment to start from here. So now we have the whole result, right? Making it to be cool. Then the space in between should be addressed to make it look more presentable. So I want to address that, increase it a little bit. Then this one should be addressed little. Now everything is plumb, but I have an issue with this. I want to change that to everything to, so let's say Saturday. So we'll make this one go down 23. That's 23rd November. I click OK. So now as you can see, this is okay now. So we'll have this at the end of the day. So now fine, perfect. Everything when you look at it, we're able to make something reasonable. Now the last but not the least that we're going to add to this, we'll go to our shape area. So where we go to element, that is what we source for resources. So after getting the element, then the next thing we're going to do, we have a shape. So the shape, how is it going to look like? So we have this particular shape. We go to the color, we change it to white. Then we are going to crop this particular shape. Or before cropping it, we have to increase. You see what I did? So increase them very well to this area. Then we have it like this. Okay, perfect. Now shift it and move it to this area. Okay, cool. So the next thing we're going to do, we are going back to select a shape. So what kind of shape are we looking for this time around? So I'm thinking we should select this font. Let me show you what I want to do. After clicking this, then we have something like this. Can it work? It can. But let's do something. So I want to reduce this size to a smaller size so that I can use it to drag and position it at the mouth of this. This one will make sense, right? So it will change the position of the shape. Let's look at it. Very cool. Look at what I turned the shapes to. So we can now copy. So after copy this, we paste, then you drag it to the left again. So everything will be awesome now. Then you look at it, the shape has been formed. Now we go back to, we can copy this, right? So after copying it, we have a copy, then paste. After paste, we cancel, then we edit. So here is where we're going to put our address and the time. So we have the door open. The door open, am I right? The door open at 9, let's say 9 p.m. Okay, at 9 p.m. Then we have let's put an IV general admission. What does that? I think that one sound great, right? General admission. Okay, we're making sense. We're going to adjust everything. So now that we have it that way, the next thing we're going to do is this. Let's just remove this first. So position it to the center here. So we're going to remove the boldness. That's first thing. So after removing the boldness, we go to the color. We make it a color black. Okay, perfect. Now we go to effect. We cancel the effect. That's another thing. We cancel the effect. So to new. So you can see all to this, all to this. Are you getting it? Let's cancel it. So if we cancel it, we can go back to the bold format where we bold it. So this has nothing to do. General admission. So this one is an hyphen. General admission doesn't need anything like that. So we need to just go to where we have a full stop. We cancel. Now, the next thing I want us to do is to just close a little bit the space in between. So I come here, then the space in between should be closed a little bit. So I will reposition so that everything will be justified. Now we are done with all our design. You can see this is a top notch, and this is how you can come up with any design of your choice. Is very, very cool, and it is very interesting. So I believe we'll learn something from here. Thanks for watching. God bless you. Make sure you save your work, download it, and PNG is suggested. Very good. Then you click on download. Thanks for watching once again. God bless you.